Well, hi there. Welcome back. Dan again from Clean Guru. So what's the going square foot rate when you want to bid on janitorial office cleaning contracts? Wouldn't that be nice to know? And then you could just bang out all the pricing of your jobs based on knowing the going price per square foot for bidding on office cleaning janitorial contracts. Well, unfortunately, that's not generally the way it works. In over 20 years, Tony and I really didn't need to know that figure very often at all. Most cleaning companies in the United States don't need necessarily to know that number at all. Remember, we talked about this once before, but it's important to remember. If you're talking about carpet cleaning for 50 cents a square foot or 40 cents a square foot, or tile stripping and refinishing for 50, 75 cents, $1 a square foot to do that job, that's one thing. But when you're talking about cleaning of an office building, this is different. When you hear that kind of thing, what's the going square foot rate? They mean if you took the square footage, let's say it's 10,000 square feet, and you multiply it, let's say, by 15 cents a square foot, you get $1,500. Well, what does that mean? $1,500 per week? No, $1,500 per month is what that figure is generally intended to mean. Okay, so now what would the frequency be? Twice a week, 3 days a week? No, 5 days a week. Generally, traditionally, what they've meant is Monday through Friday cleaning, of course, bathrooms, restrooms, break rooms, lunchroom, lobby, all the kind of things standard every day, but then detail cleaning scheduled in there during the week or during the month. But my point is, it's Monday through Friday, 5 days a week. Well, lots of folks never knew that. I mean, we did not know that when we first got started. So who is the price per square foot apply to when you're talking about bidding on office cleaning jobs? Well, again, still very often it is large cleaning contractors bidding on large, maybe Class A buildings. A lot of those large cleaning contractors have the same overhead, similar strategies, similar supplies, similar production rates, and they competitively bid to make that work at a very competitive price. They can get away with that, but for you, for Tony and I, over all the years, and we built up a pretty good sized cleaning business, probably for yourself, for most cleaning companies in the United States, will maybe never need to necessarily know that. What do you need to know? What is an important question? How long should it take to clean this building per visit in general? If you can figure out time, hours, that's the big thing you and I needed to know when it comes to pricing a job. Then from there, you can either multiply that times your hourly billing rate to get your monthly figure, or you can take your hours and multiply it payroll tax and expenses and overhead. We do that in our software to come up with a price recommendation. You can take that hours, though. You want to figure out how long it'll take to clean. This worrying of and you see it so much about what's the price per square foot for cleaning, that is so unusual because it really depends on the frequency. And when you hear things like, 15, 20 cents, they may very often mean that's a monthly price if you use it, and it meant for Monday through Friday, and it may be a large building being bid on by large contractors. For most cleaning businesses bidding on a small building all the way up to who knows how large, you're normally not needing to know the price per square foot. You need to know the time, and from there your price. Now, if you have to then, or if you want to then figure out your price per square foot, now take your price that you determined based on hours, divided by the cleanable square footage, and now you know the price per square foot that you wanted for that job based on hours and based on the frequency. So let's say you come up with a price, if you figure out your hours, 3 hours a visit, and you're doing it 3 days a week, and somehow this comes to $975 a month. If you take $975 a month divided by the square footage of the building, you're getting the price per square foot for that building. Remember we said Monday, Wednesday, Friday? 3 days a week for $975. This assumption of the United States, what's the going rate? Well, like I said, traditionally that meant 5 days a week. That doesn't apply to this job. So for most people, we recommend you really concern yourself with figuring out, workloading, determining how long a building takes to clean. Sorry for going so long on this, but it really is an important thing, and maybe it can take a worry off of you. let's worry a little bit more about determining how long a building should take to clean versus learning from online what the going rate per square foot is for the country when you're bidding on office cleaning. Hope that makes sense. And until next time, remember, you can do this. You really can.